Okay, so I have been trying to get to this video for about, I guess, a few days now, and let's see what happens today. There's always something that I have to point out to you guys, and I think in my last video, I was going through the process of having to stay in touch or keep track of, let's say, keep track of risers, okay? And this is the roof plan for this project. And there are, so I can go down to the 5th level if you look over on the left-hand side, to the 5th, 4th, 3rd, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 5, including parking would make 6 levels, I guess. So one of the things that you're going to have to do when you're doing plumbing is to, let's say, plumbing, let's say plumbing, sanitary and water. I was going to say sanitary because in sanitary, what you have to do is you have to find walls, but you have to find walls for vents. You have to find walls for pipes, right? In order to navigate from one floor to the next. And so what I was going to do was connect this pipe to the main pipe so that it can continue over. And it doesn't look like I'm going to do that because of what I'm getting ready to say. And what I've done is, in order to get from the roof plan down to the next level, you have to be able to find out what's below so you can go down into your next level in terms of these risers. And this is going to be a riser. I'm going down in this case. Let me go here and go to my section view. Let me get a reference so I can see what's going on. I can come back and get it. Let's do this. Go back, get it. Let's look at this section. So we're here, and what's going to happen is that it? I guess, let me go back over here, because I think that you see this section, this view, it goes here, and I think that I'm going to want to come down in this wall. Let's see. I think that I just haven't finished, so I'm going to move this section line and look at this section here. Okay, so that's it. I think I just need to move it. It's going down. It looks like there's a beam here, so I can't go through there. It's continuing to go all the way down, but my point is that once you have this riser, okay, you have this riser, and I'm going to go to the next level, but it has to be closed. The previous video I was talking about this, but the floor beneath the floor that you're currently on has to be closed in order for this trick, I'm going to call it this trick, to work. Okay, so when you open up, I'm going to open level 5, and it will show me exactly where this riser is going to be. So if I double click on level 5, it's here. Okay, and the reason it's not showing that there's a wall is because if you notice in the other videos, this section has to be perpendicular to the wall. Okay, but what I'm showing is what I can do. Let's do this. Let's rotate it. Let's rotate it in place. I'm going to go here, here. Let's go 90, and let's bring this guy over. And I want to tighten this up a little bit because I want to make sure that I'm not interfering with any kind of structure, any kind of HVAC or electrical. Those main two. So let's go back to the section view. And if you can see, now it's going through a wall. Okay. From this should be greenscape, green hardscape. So this is where we are. And if let's go here, and I'm going to bring this guy out a little bit so we can get this pipe going down. But I'm going to move. Let's align it while I'm here. Align this pipe and this pipe. Okay. So that let's go this section, and we can. Okay, so now you can see, I thought we were going to see something. Oh, okay. So in order to see, let's rotate in place again so I can make my point. Let's go back here, and we can see in this section our piping. Okay, these are, let me unhide. Or was it turn on or turn off? Let's click. What is this? I guess it's turn on. I'm going to turn on that I can select my links. And I'm going to tab. And that is a bar joist angle web. So I can get through that. I can kind of snake through that guy. Okay. Let's go back. What I want to do is show that. Okay, and we are here, and I can turn on the structure so you guys can see that it is a bar joist. Let's turn on the structure, and here, okay, so that's what let me go here. So this is what they're talking about. That's the bar joist. And I think there's a few more on this other end, okay. So we can snake through that, and that's where it's going down. That's where it's going down. I'm going to continue this. So as a matter of fact, while I'm here, I might as well edit. And we can go here. Okay. So I'm going to edit, erase. And from here, what happened? Something's not right. Revit didn't like that. Let's extend here. Something's not right. Why is that not? Okay, so I'll just go to the section view. This section view, we can go here. I'm going to make an elbow. That's elbow, and I don't like that fitting. I guess that's the way it's going to go. I like for it to be a 45 in here, but I guess, I guess that's okay. I don't have a problem with that. So back to my going down. So that we are going down. Okay, we're here, and now we're going to go down. Let me tighten this up. I'm going to tighten up my view because looking at this section, you want to make it as close as possible within these boundaries, okay? Because when you're looking at the section, you want to be able to see what you're interfering with, if anything. And the HVAC structure, architecture is more or less a floor plan, okay? But you want to turn on your HVAC and structure so you can see what's going on. And if you notice, there's one here. That's the HVAC, and it is HVAC is a round duct. Okay, so you're not interfering with any of that. So I'm going to go back to this, and let me turn this. Okay, so that's off. So I'm going through. This is the 5th level. Okay, if you can see here, this is the 5th level pipe going through this wall. It's a 3-inch sanitary waste. Okay, so that's the waste. So you want to make sure that you're going through the building within the walls. So with that being said, you can turn this off, but I'm going to leave it on and go to the 4th level. The 4th level, make sure that I'm going through a wall, but it has to be off in order for this technique to work, okay, guys? Double click on 4, and it's going through the wall, and it looks like I'm going to be connecting this. I have to connect my fixtures to this drainage or this riser. Okay, let me change this a little bit. Change here. And let's go to 3. I'm going to go to 3 here. Let's go to 3. Okay, so we're still going in. We're still inside the wall. Okay, let's go to 2. 2, okay. We're on the second level. We're still in the wall. There's no guessing, but there is what you have to do in the beginning. You have to, if you're wherever you are, it could be any level, and your job is to find out, how am I going to get the waste out of the building, right? And how am I going to get the water into the building? And how am I going to get the vent out through the building, right? Up through the roof. So you're trying, when you're trying to work out, how am I going to get these pipes in and out of the building, whether it's vents or hot water, cold water, drainage. And in this case, it's drainage, and we're going to have to do the same for vents and hot water, cold water. So we can see we're all the way down to the 4th level. Are we at 3 yet? Yeah, we did 3 and we did 2. So that's 2. And this project is a little tricky. And within 5 and 6, there are... The sample project has these blocks, 35, 37, and 43. And within 5 and 6, I need to have block 37. Because 35 is between grids 1 and 4. I'll get to that later. So where am I? I'm here. Okay, so that is going to be, so I'm going to go to 37, block 37. Okay, and we can see there's no wall. So what we're going to have to do is make, as we go down, we're going to have to go under the floor. Let me change this. Let's go here. I'm going to go view and turn off everything but this guy. And we're going to rotate. Let's click here and rotate in place. Let's go here. I'm going to go 90. And the reason I'm going 90 in this direction is because I'm going to go out. I'm going to go, the drainage is going to go north, let's say. It's going to go north. And there's going to be a drainage in this area for the building, and it's going to go east and then down south. Okay? So that's the reason I made it go, I'm looking at it east and west. So that view, that pipe, let's go to the view. Let's go view, and let's look. So that we're on the second, and if you can see, we need to run under the floor of 37, right? We need to run under the floor because it can't go through, otherwise it's going to go into this space on the floor plan. So we are going to go this way at some type of slope. I usually don't slope within these buildings unless it's like 400 feet, right? But this is how long? That's 17 feet, right? It's not going to drop that much. Almost 18 feet. It's not going to drop that much. And plus, I'm going to erase this. And at the same time, let's go back up and turn this off. So now we know that we can go down in this floor space. and that it clears all of the walls down to level 37, or the first level, where we have to run the pipe under the floor of 37. Okay? So, what was I talking about? I think I can't remember. I can't remember what I was going to say. But I think I was talking about navigating through and getting to this area. I can't remember. So now that I've gotten that out of the way, eventually I'm going to get back to connecting this pipe and this pipe to that pipe and that pipe, and continue from there. Trying to remember what I was going to say. I don't think it had to do with this one. Although I might have been thinking about going down in that area, going down in this wall. But I don't see a problem with this one. Maybe because I know as I get down in this section, there's concrete here. And I may have to go. Oh, that's what I was going to say. And the reason for me not connecting or sloping these pipes is because these fittings, once you get these fittings in here and something changes, it's very difficult. Well, it's not difficult if you have a technique of doing it, okay? But it can be time consuming when you're trying to fit one pipe to another pipe where one pipe is sloped. It's easier when both pipes, let's say they're perpendicular to each other, on a plane, right? And you're trying to, let's say for example you're doing this Y combination, and my main pipe, let's call this horizontal and these guys are vertical. If these horizontal pipes are at a slope, it saves you time if there are no slopes, because you have to coordinate this vertical pipe. Even though these pipes are on the same plane, I'm just saying that this is vertical if you look at it on a bird's eye view. That it's difficult. It's not difficult, but it's easier if the pipes are not sloped. I mean, what is it? What was it? 10 feet, right? And it just makes sense for me, at least, and because it will save you a lot of time. Because when you get down into these or any type of bathroom area, like here's a bathroom, there's another bathroom, there's another bathroom here. You get down to the fourth level, and you're sloping all of this pipe, and something changes, then you have to redo it, right? And those lessons you learn very quickly how often things change. So it's better for me, at least. You can slope it depending on your office standards, how you want to slope pipe, or whether or not you're going to slope pipe. But for me, it saves time if I don't slope, and it's not going to make that big of a difference. You know, it's not going to make that big of a difference. If you're going an 1/8 inch per foot, it's not going to make that much of a difference. Okay, so I think I'm going to stop here, and eventually I'm going to get to these, and then we can go down to the next level, and I'm sure something else will come up that I can share with you guys. But what I want to do, I want to look at this and see what's happening here. Why would I come over it? It might be a straight shot. Let's look at the section view. Yeah, so I think that's... here, and yeah, it's doing the same thing. It might be better. It looks like there's some structure here also, but it looks like I can go down in that wall also. What am I? Let's turn off architecture or structure. Let's turn off the architects. But no, let's turn off the structure. I can come back to the architect. Okay, so that's the architect. And if you can see, you notice those concrete foundation, what was it? Undo. So these are concrete, those are beams, rectangular concrete beams that I will probably have to go under, but I'm thinking of my other area, this area here. I'm gonna have to go under that beam here, go all the way to the end. I may slope this. This might be a slope. That might be a slope. I don't have a problem with that. Let me go all the way to the end of this building. Way over here. So this is the end. And okay. So I don't know. I'm gonna leave it at that. I think that, let's go back. The pipe may go in another direction as I go down through, right? When I go to 4, let's say 4. Okay. So let's look at this. If I go behind, I think these are floor mounted. Let's look at this. Okay, I have to turn on all the plumbing fixtures for this. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. I'm having too much fun. I'm gonna stop here. Okay, guys. So either that one or this one, but because it's so close, I would have to come back over here and go all the way over. Right? I have to go all the way over. And that could be, I don't know, that could be another problem. But I think I'm going to leave it here. Okay. All right, guys. I hope that helped, and I will talk to you guys later.